Hello there. I am recording some videos to analyze my games and register my chess journey. So bring some coffee and come learn with me. Today I have two games that exemplify what happens when the opponent brings us into unknown territory and makes us throw the game away, and one where we keep calm and punish reckless attacks. This first game starts with g3. White is trying to fianchetto the bishop, going for a Hungarian opening, which I did not know until I started making the script for this video. I, playing with black, responded with d5, simply trying to develop pieces and then decide what to do because I was unfamiliar with the opening that white is playing. Then he justifies the g3 movement by playing bishop g2. I responded with bishop f5, simply developing a piece. Then he played c3, a move that I do not really understand. I think maybe he wanted to fianchetto the dark square bishop as well. But to be honest, I really do not know what this move does. I keep developing by playing knight f6. He keeps marching the pawn and plays c4, attacking my pawn. I saw that my pawn is protected by the knight and keep my developing mentality by playing knight from b8 to c6. He proceeds to take the pawn, which is the whole idea of marching his pawn forward, and I proceed to take it with the knight from f6. And now we get to the highlight of this match, when my opponent plays queen b3, attacking my knight, terrifying me and making me defend poorly and throw the game away. Then I responded with e6, trying to protect the knight, and he proceeded to respond with queen takes b7, attacking my rook and threatening to infiltrate my position. I played e5, trying to attack the queen, so the queen moves to b5, checking my king. So I protected with c6, and he slides his queen to a4. I played bishop b4, which is not a good move. I was trying to protect my knight, which was already protected by the queen, and the opponent plays bishop takes b5, removing the defender of the bishop I just played, and I take the bishop with the pawn, leaving my bishop hanging. So he just takes my bishop with the queen, putting pressure on my knight. I respond with bishop e4, and he plays f3, kicking out my bishop, and by pure despair I respond with bishop takes b1, which is not a good move because I am down material and I should really not be trading pieces in these conditions, and his knight was not even participating in the game. My bishop was active, and I proceeded to trade my active bishop for his out-of-game knight because I did not think this straight. After rook takes b1, I played knight c4, bringing the knight out of the attack of the queen, and he played queen c3, setting a potential trap in case of castling, which is exactly what happened in the game. After short castle, he played b3, kicking out my knight that moves to d6, and he proceeds to play bishop b6, setting up a battery and threatening mate. The only way to defend is with queen g5, but I was very tense here and proceeded to play rook c8, blundering mate in 1, which my opponent proceeds to do with queen takes g7 checkmate. And in the other game, playing with the white pieces, we have another game in the discomfort zone, but with a better ending for us. I started the game with d4, trying to use the London system. My opponent, playing with the black pieces, responds with knight to c6, attacking my pawn. Here I thought, well, I wanted to go e3 at some point of the game anyway, and my opponent enables it. So I played the move, not realizing in that moment that this movement blockades my dark square bishop and he responded with e5, offering a trade of pawns. I refused the trade and marched my pawn forward, attacking the knight, which gallops back into the black position with e7. Then I played e4 with the intention of locking the center. He rotates the knight to g6. I responded with knight to c3, developing and protecting my pawn on e4. He develops by playing bishop to c5. Here I thought that in closed positions it is better to have knights than bishops, and offered a trade of bishops, which my opponent proceeds to accept. So I take the bishop back with the pawn, assuming the risk of doubling my pawns, and black responds with d6, probably trying to activate his queen. Then I played a developing move with knight f3, and my opponent played f6, which I really cannot explain because it proceeds to blockade the queen's access to the game. So I played queen e2, bringing my queen to the party, and my opponent plays knight from f8 to e7, protecting the other knight. I kept things simple and castled long, and he proceeded to attack my knight with bishop g4, which is very unpleasant because at this point I really did not want to lose a knight. But my knight was pinned to my queen, and naturally the queen slides to f2, protecting the knight. He proceeds with the idea of taking the knight, and then I took back with the queen, and he castles short, castling on the opposite side and declaring war. I played bishop e2 with ideas of putting my bishop on c4 if possible, and my opponent plays a5, pushing the pawn forward to attack my king, which is castled on this side, and I played knight b5, which now I do not know why, because it is a move that does nothing really. Then black played c6 and justifies the whole idea for me, and I take his pawn with mine, and he took back with the other pawn, and I take back with the knight, and he cannot take my knight with the queen because my knight is protected by the rook. He puts the queen away from the aligned rook, remembering that it is not exactly a knight pinned to my rook because the rooks are protecting each other. So if I move my knight elsewhere, I would have a discovered attack on the queen by moving it to b6, and now the door is open for me to play bishop c4 like I wanted some moves ago, now coming with check. The king slides over to h8, so I give another check with the knight, threatening a discovered check with my bishop. He did not want to lose his rook, so he allows the check, and I move my knight to e5 with the discovered check. The king slides back to h8, so I take the knight on g6 with check. He should have taken with the other knight. Instead of that, he takes with the pawn and blunders mate in one, which I proceeded to play with queen h3 mate. And that wraps up both games. One collapse, one recovery, and a big reminder that staying calm at the board can completely change the story of a match. If you enjoyed this analysis, learned something new, or just want to follow the chaos of my chess journey, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and it keeps me motivated to bring more games, more lessons, and more honest breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's keep leveling up together.